Hi, welcome to Brewing 101. Basically, this is your basic kit if you're just starting up, so I'll give you a few tips on how to go through things. Now, basically, what we have here is your malt. Now, normally I malt grains myself and hop myself, but since this video, might as well just use this since it's a lot quicker. Now, this is supposed to brew up to 23 litres or 40 pints, 1.5 kilograms. It's pre-hopped as well, so basically all that time and effort of basically 5 hours is eliminated. So that's that, only €16. Now, comes with strain of yeast first. Now this is going to be an Irish stout, even though it's an American, leave that alone. Now onto our next ingredient that's very important, and when we're doing the pre-malted beers, is that we have the sugars. Now these add body. Now I have two different types here. I have the normal one that increases the body, and then I have this one which kind of has an extra protein, which does gives a better head retention. So now the only thing is I'm not making a normal stout. What I'm going to do is, since Christmas is coming into November, might as well do something a bit different, a black cherry and chocolate stout. So black cherries, so they'll be blitzed in the blender and then added to the works later on. And then we have the hot chocolate, so that'll give me the malt, or sorry, the chocolate malt. Now these are non-fermentable, so they retain their flavours. So it'll kind of maybe sweeten, add a little bitterness, kind of go kind of counteract the balance, kind of balance out the bitterness of the stout itself. Now the important thing, most important ingredient always to have, sterilization fluid. Basically, you don't want any bacteria in your brew because during fermentation this can add to all flavours. Now you have your stirring, which will be done as well, sterilised. Your hydrometer. Now this records the potential alcohol and also will also tell you exactly when your fermenting is done. Basically, since sugars have a high density and alcohol has a low density, so basically as the fermentation goes, gradually it'll sink down further. So like for example, I want to try and get over 5% with this one, and then it goes to naught, then I know it's ready to be bottled. Now also very important as well, this is an airlock. Basically there's water, two water levels here and here. Now what this does is it allows during fermentation for CO2 gas to be released from my fermentation tank and not allow any air to get back in. So again, to stop bacteria once again. Now this will be sterilized as well. Now, all important. 25 litre fermentation tank, complete with tap, and I can see here a temperature gauge. Now I need to keep this roughly between 18 and 25 degrees. Now we start our brewing, basically. Now, what we need to do is get this, since this is a thick malt syrup, we put this into hot water. What that does is it'll loosen it up and the yeast will pour out. So we leave it at that and do this while I sterilize all my equipment. Right, now basically what I'm doing is I have the malt in here. I've added a kettle of hot water in order to break the malt down and to get it in as much as possible, absorb as much as possible, break down, so it releases the extract into more soluble liquid. Now what I'll do at this stage is I will add the chocolate, I will add the cherries, and I'll also add half of the brewing sugar and half of the other sugar, which has the protein for the head retention to make a perfect pint. Right, now basically we have the cherry, the cocoa, 500 grams of normal sugar, well broken down sugar, and then the one with the extra protein. So that's 1 kg of body sugar altogether. Now, as we are at a certain level, now, as you can see here, temperature gauge is at, well, it's gone over 40 degrees Celsius. So I need to add water, bring this to 20 litres with cold water to cool it down, otherwise the yeast won't activate. Now another thing as well, since this is a stout, basically I have to use hard water, and lucky enough this is a hard water area, so that'll be added anyway. Basically it brings out the flavours of stout better than normal water, which would be normally used for lagers. Right, now is the all-important hydrometer test. She's in there now, bobbing away. Now basically what the reading is giving me here is it has a potential alcohol for about just over 6%. So that's fine enough there. Now it could be the chocolate malt as well, and it could be the cherries increasing the density, so it could be less than 5% realistically. Now it's a nice kind of chocolate brown colour. I'm actually looking forward to seeing this when it comes out of the tank, well, out of the bottle really, and be interested to see what kind of lovely hazel you give as well. So basically we'll pour this back in. I will aerate the wort, and then put in the yeast, and then seal, and then put in my air valve, and then we just leave it. The yeast works magic, and then bottle it, and once it's bottled, then just leave them conditioned for about roughly 15 days. You can leave that, the longer you leave it in the bottle conditioning, it actually will, the taste and flavours come out a lot more. So until then, happy brewing!